Welcome to the finally named Philippines Community Podcast. Today's episode, we have a special guest and a co host. Please introduce yourself, Mr. Co host.
Hi everyone, I am Hex. Yeti just dragged me in last minute, but I'm happy to be here interviewing with him.
Yep. And the interviewee, you may introduce yourself now.
Hello, I am Machu. Um, that's my tag.
Yeah, so, okay, we'll just get straight into it. I'll ask you the first question. So, who are you? We know your tag now. Who's your main? And when did you start playing Melee? And how did you start playing Melee?
And what is
Uh,
the origin of your tag?
And that too, yeah.
okay. So my tag is Machu because my real first name is Matthew, and usually when Filipinos when they hear my name, they shorten it to just Machu, like Machu. Especially when I was young, it's like a cute nickname or whatever since I'm a kid. So um, I just made that my tag Machu. Actually, my full tag was originally Machu Achu. And the Achu is because I thought of a word that rhymes. So it's just Achu. But I later just shortened it to Machu because I thought it was too long. My main Falco. And I started playing Melee in 2018. But I only played on the Wii offline. I didn't play much people, so I was just playing against CPUs. And I only started playing with actual people consistently at the start of the pandemic in 2020 through Slippy.
Okay, cool. Next, so you said you made Falco. Could you tell us why you picked Falco over other characters?
Well, actually, the first character that I mained in Melee was Fox. I mained Fox because, well, he's the best character in the game, fastest. He's the face of Melee, I would say. At the time, it was like 2018. So, yeah, left in like one Evo recently that time. And like, I was like, okay, let's go Fox. Um, but like, I remember it was way too fast for me. So I was like, okay, well, Falco is similar, very similar to Fox, except just a bit slower. But he's still spacey, so he still feels mostly the same. Not too fast, so that's why I picked Falco. And also, I was a fan of Mango, um, and I just liked how he played the character and how hype he could be. So that's another factor. Is I think Falco is hype.
Oh, so you think Falco's just cooler than Fox? Is that like a power move you're making on me or something?
Uh
It's because I made
well,
Fox.
well, actually, no, it's not. I don't really see it as like, oh, Falco is more cooler than Fox or more optimal. It's just that like I think it fits my style more. Like the pillar stuff and the lasers. Having a projectile is also nice. Like I like that and just like yeah, like if I could play like Mango, I mean, I'd rather be able to play like Mango's Falco than Mango's Fox. I like the style more. It's much more messy and scrappy and you know, yeah, unique.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Well,
Yeah,
I
what's up?
guess, how would you define your style as a player?
So like my play style, I don't think is like super like playing Falco. You can play him very defensive, like Johnny 69, another Filipino Falco who lasers a lot. I don't think I laser a lot, and the reason I don't laser a lot is because I was like I'm not good with the laser timing, so usually good players just power shield them consistently. So I kind of just like built the habit of not lasering too much. Um, but I wouldn't say I think I play unsafe. I know I play unsafe because I get shield grabbed and stuff, and like I feel like I could space my aerials better. So yeah, I can be aggressive. Like I think yeah, I'm more on the aggressive side. I guess I'm not the campy laser type. So yeah, but I don't think I'm super aggressive. I don't think my shield pressure is the best either in the out of the Philippine Falcos.
All right. So, since you're talking about the other Falcos in the community, who is your favorite person in the Philippine Melee community and why? And you can't say me or Hex.
Okay.
Wait, why
Oh,
can't you say me?
No, he can't say us because we're interviewing him. You have to.
yeah, yeah. True. I was gonna say Hex. I mean, yeah. I was gonna say Hex, but okay. If I can't pick Hex or Yetis, favorite person in the community. Doesn't have to be just gameplay wise, right? It could just be just in
It's
general.
not gameplay wise.
Yeah.
It's like personality
Oh,
wise.
okay. For me, I actually okay. I would choose Sync. Sync. I would
Okay.
choose Sync, also known as Sinking Lobster. He's a relatively new player. He recently joined the community. I would choose him. Why? Because, well, I just feel like I vibe with him. Um, like playing friendlies with him is just like really fun. Um, and like I like how he's like, yeah, he's like, it's cool to see like new players like really want to grind. Um, because I mean, yeah, other new players grind a lot, but like I don't get to talk to Agril in VC or anything. Agril is another new player, but like I don't really get to, interact with him a lot. Like I just play him, then say GG's. But like Sync, luckily, like I was able to like really get, learn his personality and like how he is in VC. So it makes the playing experience more fun. And then especially after meeting him for the first time in like the recent local Yetis Birthday Bash, I really think like Sync is the type of person that I'd want to just like chill and play melee with late at night. Like yeah, it's just a cool person
Right.
to be around.
Right. So if you weren't picked by Machu in this, if he didn't pick you, then don't feel offended. You know, Machu loves everybody, right?
Also, disclaimer:
Yeah.
aggro isn't new.
Yeah,
Okay.
Agil is not that new. He's been playing for like 2 years already.
Oh yeah. I mean yeah, my bad. Yeah. He's not really new, but like yeah. Actually, he's not new.
And then the next question is, what motivates you to keep playing in PH? Like, and if the answer is to beat me, make it more interesting.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm just
like.
joking. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I know it's okay. I mean, like it's a big motivator to keep playing melee. I mean, yeah, it includes beating Yetis, but that's not the only reason. Like, of
Really?
course,
Wait.
it's like
Really? Is that not the only reason? Because based on
that's not the
some
only reason.
certain DMs,
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
to say,
Okay.
yeah, no, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Yeah,
But
I know what you mean. Cause like if I beat Yetis eventually, and I will eventually, it's not like I'm gonna stop playing or lose motivation. Like the sky is the limit. Like,
right.
I mean, I don't think I'm not gonna be Zane, but um, I, I think the main motivation to keep playing Melee is, well, I mean, right now I just want to be ranked 1 in the country, and I want to win my first tournament. So like, yeah, first of all, win my first tournament, get rank 1. And then after that, let's see where we can go from there. Like I think, yeah, obviously everyone wants to win and get better as a player. Well, even if I don't win, as long as I'm getting better, like I just want to see gradual improvement. And I think I've been seeing that, so I'm satisfied, with my performances recently.
Okay. And then the next question I have, I think it's the last question before we do some reacting to some
Oh wait,
stuff.
not yet.
What?
So you mentioned that that's what motivates you to keep playing melee, right? That you want to
Yeah.
beat certain people. Um, what do you do when you feel burnt out? Because I mean, no matter how much you love a game, right? There are always going to be times where you're just kind of tired, disinterested, and you don't feel like playing anymore. Whether
Oh
it's
yeah.
because of something else that's going on in your life, a wall that you can't get over in the game, or whatever the reason is. You seem to keep coming back. What keeps you in? How do you get over those humps?
How do I deal with those? Yeah. Like, yeah, in my time since I started in 2020, yeah, there's been multiple times when I'm like, like, this game is like, I mean, sometimes it's because of school, I just have to focus on school, or I'm not motivated to play because of life or whatever. But like, I mean, I always come back because, well, it is my favorite game. And because of the motivators I mentioned before. I mean, other than that, it is fun. I think Melee is fun. Um, it's and like the difficulty and the way it's played and the freedom of expression is what makes me. It's what keeps me coming back, and the replayability and is how fun it is. But like, yeah, I felt burnt out and stuff. Like when I feel like I've hit a wall. Yeah, I felt like that. Like I hit a skill wall. Like I can't get over it. Like, and I just keep losing. Like I'm not satisfied with my performances. The way I get over it is just like, yeah, just by taking a break. Like I've done that before. Like I just go a whole month not playing, or like, because sometimes I would play like every day or like a lot throughout the week, even when it's online classes or whatever it is. Um, but yeah, sometimes I take a while to, like, if I don't feel like it, I won't play. And I actually noticed this, like, um, after taking the break, I feel like I play a little bit better when I come back. Because, like, what happens is, if I keep playing and I'm burnt out, like I get lazy in my decision making. I get really lazy, so I'm like, I'm just like do the same option again. I'm not really thinking. It's kind of I'm kind of numb. I'm just pressing buttons, even though I'm not really thinking. Yeah, so I just play worse. But then after a break, it's like, I really miss Melee so
It's like you
much that
come back refreshed, right?
yeah, it's like
And
refreshed.
then you have like new
So
ideas when you take a break, and then you play different.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because before my mentality was like, I need to play. Like I was saying, oh, like if I don't play enough, like I'm gonna get rusty. But I realize I should. I don't always have to play all the time, because it can actually help you become a better player. Yeah,
Actually, not just that, but you brought up an interesting point that if you feel burnt out and you force yourself to play, you don't think about it and you start doing dumb things. And a lot of times people say like, "Oh no, you just need to stick to it," and even practice when you don't want to because discipline, blah blah blah. But at the same
yeah,
time, practice is only going to be helpful if you're practicing correctly, right? You don't want to be practicing bad habits. You don't want to be practicing something that's not correct or not good. So yeah, I think that's a good mindset to have. Taking a break if you need it. I mean, it is just a game after all. Your life doesn't depend on it.
It
yeah,
does. It does
yeah,
though, because if you guys quit, then I'm gonna hunt you down.
All
all
right,
right,
famous
yeah,
famous Yeti threats.
Famous Yeti threats. Yep. Okay. Um. Okay. Before we go to the next question, I actually want to react to something. Since you were talking about, like your motivation with the game and like why you still play and what stuff like that, like who you want to beat. Let's take a look at these photos that I have. Just one second.
okay.
Yeah. You know what it is already. It's this.
I
So,
don't.
can you explain
Oh,
what your thought process is in these messages? So, this first one it says.
yeah.
So, can you explain yourself here? Like, what are you
Oh
saying? Like when you
my
say,
gosh.
"I will beat you next time." Merry Christmas. Like, that's a very big change in tone, don't you think? Like, all of a sudden you're like, "I'm gonna beat you," and then Merry Christmas. Like, what are you feeling when you make
Yeah,
these messages? Here, I will beat you at Birthday Bash and Johnny. I will beat you. I will pop off. Are you prepared, Mr. Yetis? Why do you call me Mr. Yetis? Gonna message you this when I beat you at Birthday Bash. Like, all these messages. What are you thinking?
yeah, like okay, like yeah, all those messages. I mean, it's just me, kind of like
Memeing?
it's like
Yeah.
some banter. Yeah, me banter. I'm like, like of course I want to beat you and stuff, and I just thought it was funny. I was like, oh, like when I do beat you. I mean, I know full well that if I don't beat you, it's like
It's
chillins might be, it's gonna look bad. Like chillins
okay.
might be. I mean, looking
Okay.
back, but like if I do, like, it's satisfying. Like I want to pop off when I beat you. I
But I
want to
feel
like,
like you're kind of
I
just saying like I'm gonna beat you this time, but then if you do, then you're like, "Hi, I told you." But if you don't, then it's like you just do it again for the
well, I
next
wouldn't say
tournament.
hi.
You just do it
Yeah.
again for the next tournament, and then it's like a vicious
Well, it's
cycle,
kind of like
bro. It's a
no, it's
vicious
it's like
cycle.
hyping. I think it hypes it up. I like it because it's like it hypes me up. It motivates me. I'm like, oh, I'm hyped. Like, I don't want to say, oh, I don't think I can beat you. I don't know. I don't know. I think having that confidence hypes me
Oh,
up.
I see what you
Even
mean.
if I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
I know you're kind of just like
Yeah,
joking around when you make these
I
messages, but it's
literally yeah.
it's it's really funny because I don't know. We're just everyone's like waiting for that moment where Machu just like pops off against everyone and everyone's gonna clap. You know the famous Machu meme. I'm gonna win and everyone will clap.
Yeah, yeah. That's literally
That's the famous Machu meme in the Philippines.
that's really yeah.
Yeah. All right, so it's just kind of like it kind of helps you get in like the zone, I guess, right? Or like helps you have a good mentality just saying this stuff, I guess. I was just
Yeah,
curious
it's like
because I thought you're just I feel like you're just like messing around and just like trolling. And I guess you are to some extent, but I didn't
yeah,
think of it
yeah.
like as a way to like boost your confidence as well or something.
Yeah, it actually does. It actually puts me in a good mental state for the tournament, I think.
So what happens when you say this like 10 times and then, something like Yetis Birthday Bash happens and
Okay, that was game
I'm joking.
5.
I'm just
That was a
joking. Yeah, it was game
3-0.
five. Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
okay, so the context behind this is Machu sent me all these messages before Birthday Bash, like starting 2 months before the Birthday Bash. And then I was actually kind of scared of him, because he was all these messages are like, I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna beat you, and I'm like, okay,
Why
okay.
did you think he was going to beat you in real life?
No, in the game, what the hell?
In the game. Yeah,
Yeah,
in
in
the
the game.
game.
So I was thinking like, okay, maybe this is the time that he's gonna beat me, because I know I'm not gonna win forever. Like I'm gonna lose eventually. Just like Makina
Just
said
like
himself,
Machina.
you can't just
That's
have a
exactly.
perfect record against someone forever unless they like quit early or something. Especially when the skill gap is like this close. Like we're very close in skill, so it's like, yeah, props to Machu. But like, I'm scared. Like getting all these messages, I like start doubting myself. I'm like, is Machu gonna beat me this time?
Oh,
You know?
see? So
It kind of works.
it
It kind of works,
works.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Machu, I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you this, but a lot of times after you guys get done playing, Yeti will tell me, shit, Machu's getting really good.
Have I
Oh
done
my
that?
gosh.
Wait, have I done that? I don't remember.
So
But yeah, I
actually.
guess I have. Okay, and then the next question I'm gonna ask you. Sorry, I'm just like jumping to the next question because I don't want to go over time here. Um,
For sure.
so where do you think like new Filipino players should find motivation when playing for like if they're new to the game in the Philippines? Where should they find motivation? Machu.
Yeah, so I think if you're a new player, you can get motivation through just improving, like even if it's like small improvements. Because since you're new, like I wouldn't look at performances too much, because it's like, I mean, you're gonna go like 0-2, right? Unless it's
Yeah,
an
it's
Arcadian.
just part of the experience in Melee, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's part of the experience. Like for me, when I was new, because like I remember my first tourney, and then I beat Johnny, like I upset Johnny, um, and like I was like, wow. And after that, I don't know if I think I went on losers run, but like
But the thing is, you played for
yeah,
two
like
years before you played your first person, so you had the tech skill already, right? I
oh
mean,
yeah, but
if it's
yeah,
someone
I
like
mean,
really new, I mean, if you
oh
asked me
yeah,
the same
true. You're
question,
right. You're right.
I would say like maybe like through Arcadians or like beginner tournaments. I feel like those are good ways to find motivation, or like having a rival, right? Like someone around your skill level.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, having a rival really motivates you to get better.
Yeah,
Also.
I think you
So
just
who is your rival now? Not Yetis, because he's not here.
Yeah, yeah. This is not in the
who is it?
country.
I mean, I
My
don't think.
rival would be
Okay, go ahead.
My rival would be Zach, actually.
Oh, Zach,
Now, a
yeah.
better question is, does he know you guys are rivals?
I don't know. Well, see, I wouldn't pick Machina as my rival because, like, Machina's not super active, online, like in the online tourneys. He just appears once in a while.
No,
He
he's
only
pretty
appears here.
active. He played like 3 Porco
I mean,
Doubles, 2 Yeti
okay, yeah,
Weeklies,
true. But I don't know.
Fight
Because, like, I
Club.
encountered Zach more in bracket, and, like, Zach is, like, he also has a Fox
Maka
and
doesn't.
Falco and Peach.
Yeah, Maka doesn't play direct as often, but he still enters
Yeah.
tournaments quite regularly.
I play
Um,
friendlies way more with
yeah,
Zach,
Zach
so
plays
I'm
more
like,
friendlies. That's for sure.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'll just go straight to it. This is the final part of the episode. We're gonna ask you to react to the crowd cheering for you. Did you hear the crowd cheering for you at Yeti's Birthday Bash?
Yeah, I did. I even hear. I
I
heard
didn't.
it
I
in
didn't
the
even
bar.
notice it, dude. I didn't even notice it. So like, this is the
You
clip.
were in the zone.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it, but
Yo, wait. Oh, I haven't seen this video yet.
this is the clip that Porcupine 21 video during the tournament, and the crowd was getting pretty like excited because it was a close set. Like it was a game five, me versus Machu losers finals, and yeah, I'll just play it now for you. And I want to know how you feel about the clip, so I'll ask you after the clip. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Oh my
That was
gosh.
I swear. Okay.
Okay, nice. Let's
Last stop,
go.
baby. Machu. Machu. Oh
I panic. Why am I rolling?
no! Oh
This
my
hurts. This
god!
hurts.
Ah!
The standing laser, the
This is
spaghetti.
also my favorite part of the tournament. This part right here.
I rolled. I
I'm
rolled,
sorry.
dude. Why? I panicked.
Okay, I mean, okay, it was a bit anticlimactic because the ending was just like a roll read, but yeah, what was going through your head when you hello?
Yeah.
What was going through your head when
Yo.
the crowd was like cheering for you? Like, that's the first time that ever happened in a Philippine tournament where there's like a crowd cheering for, so like chanting someone's
Yeah, I
name.
know that. I literally did not hear the crowd. Actually,
I didn't hear them either. Yeah. So you didn't
I
notice.
wasn't even close to the crowd. Yeah, I didn't even notice until I watched the VOD. I thought it was cool though. It's cool. It's the first time that's happened to me ever, and then also in Philippine tournaments. And I just want to say, like, I noticed an alternate universe where I just shield grab you, and I just cheese you with a back throw,
F tilt or
laser,
something.
there.
Yeah. Okay.
And
That's what you
everyone
told me.
will
You're like,
clap. Everyone will
yeah,
clap.
everyone would clap. Apparently, after you beat Machina, Pork and ISD or something clapped, but you didn't notice. That's what they said.
I didn't notice. I didn't notice.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the people
I
were
was so
clapping for
shocked,
you,
like,
and no one noticed, and you didn't notice. That's the Machu special. The clap
bro,
after the win.
bro, like you don't understand how immense my pop-off would be if I beat you in that losers final because I got the crowd chanting. I beat Yetis for the first time, like clutch cheesy game 5 spaghetti last stock, and I just pop off and everyone claps. Greatest day of my life. Oh well, just want to put it
So
out there.
tell us about your tag in that match.
Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. Come on, we don't need to. We don't need to go into that. But okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's secret.
So that's how you feel about the reaction to the. I mean, that's how you react to the clip. I mean, that was a.
I watched that game. I mean, actually, no, I haven't. I don't. I don't watch. I haven't watched that set since. I mean, I watched it like once, but like, yeah, I actually watched the ones I won more. I watched both sets with Zach because, like, no, I won. So, I mean, it was kind of hyped too, like with the Stitch, and like the crowd was getting into it too. So it's crazy.
I was actually gonna initially do the Zach versus Machu video, but then the crowd was chanting your name in that video, so I did that video
Wait,
instead.
I don't have that video. Fork said he was gonna send it, and I need to ask. I haven't. I need a copy of that.
He did send it in the Discord. It's already there. That's where I got it from.
Oh, what? You sent it here? Where? VODs and pictures.
Yeah, and VODs and pictures. Somewhere there. Like, oh no. Yeah, VODs and pictures. Anyway, I guess that's it for today.
I saw
That's
it.
all we have. All the time we have for today.
Nice. Who's gonna be the next guest?
I don't know who the next person will be, but I was thinking like Pork or yeah, I think Pork would be a good because he was like a new player last year and he got really good really
He's
fast.
really power ranked. Yeah, yeah.
And I want to get like people to like have more faith in themselves to like actually get good at the game because it's like some people are super intimidated by it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So probably Pork, but yeah, thanks for coming by, Machu, and thank you Hex for helping me. Host.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No problem.
So that's it for today. Do you have any shout outs or anything you want to say at the end? Or say now, Machu?
We'll say shout outs to the Philippine community. I think we're really good, and like I hope we grow. Shout outs to Melee. Shout outs to everyone who keeps the game alive. Shout outs to Yetis also for organizing everything. Like, yeah, like it's crazy. Like without you, like there would not be local thing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, there would
You're
not
like complimenting
be
me and I'm just like tearing you down.
It's okay. There's no locals, dude. If you were here, and also shout out to the namesake of my name tag.
Damn.
I mean, of my name.
Well, there you go,
yeah.
guys. Shout outs to that name tag. All right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's it for today. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye
Say
bye.
bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.